He seemed careful and did everything he said he would do. So he became our main distributor. Very soon he had people organised so well that our sales rose and kept rising. After about 6 months, you could tell he had everything sorted. He ran our big centre in Victoria and did all the paperwork. He banked all the money, and our finance department seemed very happy. It might be because I was once an offender that I am always slightly suspicious of things that are going too well. One day I asked my finance department to do a spot check of the safe at the distribution office. The finance people were a bit too trusting. They wanted to ring up and tell Arthur that they were coming. I insisted that it had to be a surprise spot check, not planned. Later, the bookkeeper came in to see me. She had gone for the money, but the safe was empty, because the safe lock wasn't working too well, so the money had been placed in the pub next door, and the manager of the pub was away. I didn't believe it. I was angry with the bookkeeper and told her there would have to be another spot check. 2 days later, they checked again. Arthur had gone. So had £11,000. It was one of our first big lessons, and it taught us to think about where problems might occur. We learned not to put temptation in the path of a homeless person who might not have the strength to resist it. We tightened up our system so that it wasn't open to abuse. After that, I learned never to expect too much from homeless people. But we did not learn everything we needed to know at once. We kept on learning. We used to give credit to homeless people if they convinced us that they had some desperate need. The way the system worked was that we gave them their first big-issue bundles free, but after that they had to pay for them up front. Giving credit to mixed-up, troubled people who live on the street was one of the most stupid ideas I have ever been involved in. They never paid us back. They just disappeared, so that we lost them and lost the chance to improve their lives. But if we had got it right first time, then we would not have been alert for further mistakes, and we would have been open to even bigger rip-offs. Maybe next year. I am always meeting people who are waiting for the perfect conditions in order to get started. They look upon life as a shit-or-bust operation. For instance, I have a friend who one day will finish the book he has been working on for 20 years, but it won't be yet. That is because he is always adding more to it. I've listened for years and years to the reasons why the book is not being published that year. The real reason is that he doesn't want to make mistakes. He wants it to be perfect, so it will never happen. If you look at the first copy of the big issue, it is rubbish compared to what it has become.